Good morning, guys. Happy coffee talk. Coffee talk today is coming from Virginia. I'm here on the East Coast for all week. I'm here for a coaching conference with the Business Coaching Institute and the Nutrition Coaching Institute for the past 2 days, and then I'm headed to do some seminars in Southern Maryland the next 2 days, and then up to New York. So I'm going all over the place, and then Philly before I fly home. So let me share my coffee before we dive into our topic for today. So my coffee today is in a cardboard mug in my hotel room. I made hot water with the little, instant coffee machine that they always put you in your hotel room. I just used it and ran it through to make hot water. And then I brought my instant coffee. So I brought that strong coffee I was telling you guys about last week. It has MCT oil in it and a bunch of things that like fire up your brain. It's not just regular coffee. But I brought that, and so that's what I'm drinking. Now, this is one of my very first affiliates, and I really love this black coffee. So I'm going to be very specific about whether I think you should order this. I do have an affiliate code. It's fitme if you want to try it, and I'll drop the link in the show notes. I tried two things from them, before I decided that I was going to share them as like a potential affiliate. The black coffee, the instant black coffee, 10 out of 10. Like, no complaints. This is delicious. It's smooth. It's awesome. It's not cheap, but it's full of supplements for your brain. So it's not just regular coffee, and it's cheaper than Starbucks. So if you're somebody who drinks black coffee or you're happy adding cream, I would do it. The other stuff I tried, like there's a cappuccino morning fix. It's just not for me. It's too sweet for me, but it might be for you. So if you want to try it, go for it. Give it a try. My topic today is on action. And I wanted to share this with you because they've been talking about it actually the past 2 days at this coaching conference. Because this is the conference that I'm at, it's fitness and nutrition coaches, and they're here to learn about how to do it better. And I'm helping coach it, which is awesome. So I get to be a part of helping other people who are trying to make a difference in the online space and be coaches and build their business and all that good stuff. So anyways, I was listening to the questions that they were asking. And a lot of times they were talking about, information. How can they teach more information to the people that follow them and to their clients and so on? And what's so funny about information is we actually have access to information everywhere. I mean, you could go on Google right now and Google almost anything under the sun. You could go on PubMed and get abstracts and all sorts of summaries of medical journals and all things. You could go to the physical library. I bet you haven't been there in a long time, but you could go to the physical library and get books on anything. And you can get a library card for free. You could potentially look up different free things on YouTube and learn almost anything under the sun. So the reason that I'm telling you that is not because we shouldn't be trying to create education, but you're not struggling with the things that are hard because you don't have access to the information. Because if you wanted the information, you could just go look. The problem is that the information doesn't always have action attached to it, and action is the hard part. So if I tell you everything under the sun about here's, everything you need to know about protein and carbs and fat and your health and your body and how your body uses it and all that stuff, you're going to be like, that's cool, interesting, but what am I supposed to do? Without an action step, consuming information isn't that helpful. And so my coffee talk message for you today is, if you're feeling stuck and frustrated with something and you want to learn more about what to do about it, I think that that's great. You should learn more. But ultimately, if that learning doesn't have an action step associated with it, it's not actually going to help you. You're not actually going to move forward. And I think what is valuable, this is your takeaway, this is what I want you to do today, is to ask for the action step. If you are consuming information, if you are somewhere and you're like, this is cool and I kind of get it, then you should ask and advocate for yourself. but what am I supposed to do next? What do I do with this? What would be your first step? If you can be empowered with how to ask questions to the endless sources of information on the internet about the things that you want to change, you get to have the power now. You don't have to wait to find like the person who's going to give you the action step. I mean, that's something that I try to do a lot. I try to give people small, doable action steps, but even I forget sometimes. I'm human. Sometimes I just nerd out on something. I tell you all about it. I forget to tell you what to do. So instead of relying on the coaches or on the people with information to tell you what to do, I'm going to flip the switch. I'm going to tell you to ask for it. Ask, what should I do? What is my first step? You don't even need to know 100 steps. You just need to know, what is your first step? What's your first step? Then, if that person's worth their salt, they will answer. They will give you that first step. And then you'll know what to do with the information. And then if you consume a little bit more information, well, then you can add to it. Now what do I do? I've been doing this other thing. What's next? Because the what's next, we can consume information till the cows come home. But if you aren't actively doing something, you might be consuming information that's irrelevant. So let me give you an example. Say, for example, you learn about that it's important to eat protein. You learn about why it's important for your body, that you're going to need it for building muscle. You learn that it's easier to lose weight. It's easier to maintain your weight if you're eating enough protein. So you're like, okay, I learned that. Now what do I do? So then you find out that what you need to do is include a serving of protein at every meal and snack. That's what you do. So you're like, okay, got it. I'm going to get some protein and I'm going to put it at every meal and snack. So what's protein? All right, I learned that here's some protein options: chicken, steak, shrimp, fish, whatever. So you get those and you try it and it doesn't taste good. So now what you learn is going to be really valuable because you're doing something. So for example, you're not just consuming endless information on protein. You already picked some. The next information that you need to consume is how to make them taste good, how to cook them. So now it's like, okay, I want to learn how to cook fish so it doesn't taste like, fried cardboard. How do I do that? So you get the information, okay, what do I do? Again, you get to have the power and say, what do I do? What is my next step? What would you do if this was your first day? Ask for that. Then write it down on a piece of paper and do it. Then learn more and ask again. This gives you all of the ability and the power to take the endless pieces of information out there and actually shape it towards what you want. So here's what you're going to do today. I know there's things that you're struggling with. I know you're working hard on trying to move more or eat better or take better care of yourself, or maybe you haven't even started yet. You just want to do those things, but you're not quite there yet. Your job today is to find some information that's helpful for you and get your action step for today. What is the thing you're going to do today? Not what are you going to learn about for the next 6 weeks? What are you doing today? And if the information that you're consuming doesn't have it, then your homework is to ask for it. Ask, what do I do? What should I do today? Because I want to do what you were just talking about, but I don't know what to do. What do I do? And if you do this, I want to know about it. So I want you to message me because I am all about this. And I feel like if you are somebody who will take this advice seriously, you're already somebody who has decided that you're willing to make change. Nobody's going to do it for you. You've decided this is this is your journey. You're owning it. You're after it. That's what that tells me. And I want to know about it because I am here for the ride. I will support and encourage you. I will point you in the right direction for info. If I can help, then I will. But either way, I'm all about it. So message me and tell me if you take this advice today. So that's my coffee talk message for today. If you are feeling a little bleh and ready for spring, we are going to do a spring clean out challenge together. and signups are going to start Wednesday. So I want you to look for the signups if you are struggling with any of these things. So if you are struggling with feeling physically bloated, like you have actually too much junk food or sugar in your life, if that is you and you want to feel less bloated and you want to feel less dependent on sugar, this spring clean out challenge is for you. If your closet is full of clothes that you don't really like and don't really feel good when you put on your body and you want them gone, then this spring challenge is for you. If you have a kitchen that doesn't feel like it helps you with your healthy lifestyle changes, like for example, you open your pantry and you're like, oh my God, this is a mess, and there's all this like snack and junk food in here that I just grab when I'm not thinking about it, and I hate this. Or your fridge feels like that, this spring clean out challenge is for you. If you open social media and the first thing that happens is something pops in your feed and you get triggered by comparison or by images that don't make you feel good or by negativity, this spring clean out challenge is for you. So if all of that is you and you want to feel lighter and better this spring, then you're going to want to sign up. So signups will be open on Wednesday. So watch for those. Thanks as always for plugging into fitme Coffee Talk. If you like Coffee Talk, then do me a huge favor and take a screen capture and share this to your story and tag me. That way people can find out about it. That's how people learn about podcasts these days. I mean, that's probably how you learned about podcasts that you like, and it would mean so much to me if you would do that. And if you are not in our Facebook group, go to Facebook, search Fit Me Free Community to join our Facebook group. It's definitely the one place you do want to be on Facebook. And we do diet-free, sustainable changes that work in your real life. And so if that's what you're looking for and you want to be in a positive, supportive community where that's happening, that's your place. So I'd love to see you there, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.